Hello and welcome back to another video. So in this one we've got a sewage blockage where I get stuck on this hill. We've got a blockage at the hospital, which is a blocked gully. We've got some root cutting to do there, and also we've got a patch liner to do. So if you like the video, please leave a like. If you could leave a comment, that'd be brilliant. And please help me get this channel as big as possible by subscribing. Thank you.
If you like this video, give a thumbs up and make sure to hit subscribe at the end.
Okay, so I've been to this site before, and what I know about it is under this plant pot, we've got a manhole, and it's got an old Victorian P trap in it, and then just to the left of where the camera is, that's where the septic tank is. So we're going to pop this cover up, and knowing this site, more than likely, that's where our blockage is going to be. So that's where the septic tank is, and this is where our blockage is. So what we're going to do is start by adding some water into that manhole, and hopefully we can get it flowing just like that. Now, I didn't realise at the time until I watched this footage back and sped it up a little bit how much this manhole is moving, so I will zoom in a bit for you in a second and speed it up for you so you can see what I mean. Okay, so all you're going to hear through this job is the dogs barking in the background. The customer's gone out and the dogs were going absolutely mad at me. So luckily with this manhole, it's just a case of adding a lot of water. Now, further up towards the house, well, kind of around the back of the house, there's a couple more manholes, so we'll go lift those in a minute. And as always, when I'm filming something, my phone starts ringing. Okay, so let's go around the back of the house and we'll go have a look at those other covers I was talking about. Now, they actually got all the grass and everything cut back, especially for me to get round here, so I'm not quite sure how bad it was before. So the easiest way to lift these covers is with 2 screwdrivers, so let's pry it up and we'll see what we've got underneath. So luckily there's a tap right next to this one, so I brought my hose pipe round and let's just add a bit of water to this and see if we can get it moving without using the jetter, because it's just easier than getting the hose all the way around here. And of course, like normal, we're going to break it up a bit with the pry bar, because why wouldn't we? Okay, so you can see where there's little bits of sewage caught along the bottom of this channel between the benching and the clay pipe. So maybe what we'll do on this one is suggest that it's re-benched, just to try and smooth that out and stop things catching on it. And so I don't think it's the end of the world on this one, but we'll suggest it anyway and see what the customer says. We'll put it back as a recommendation. So I noticed there's a little waste pipe sticking up on a stack at the back, so we're going to just stick the hose in there and let some water run down through that stack. So this is a nice little bit where you can clearly see what that interceptor's doing. So the bottom pipe is like a U-bend, and the top one is a rodding eye. Now years ago that top one would have had a cap in it. Like most of them, that cap's now missing. But yeah, you can see it going underneath that U-bend, and then that carry on down the pipe into the tank. Now they're designed to stop rats and smells. Now, let's get this little cover up. Now, it was a bit of a pain to get up. It didn't help I had a massive screwdriver, but there's no keyholes or anything to lift it, no places to pry it. So, yeah, it was a fun one to get up. So, unfortunately, this is the point where I could have done with a third GoPro. So I'm just going to give this man out a bit of a wash around again. As you can see, there's a bit of sewage that's splashed up onto that rod and eye on the interceptor. So this plant pot's definitely seen better days. I did tell the customer about it, they weren't particularly bothered, so all good. Right, so let's try to leave site. This should be fun. And yeah, the van decided to be stuck on the hill. Now, this is the problem of having a front-wheel drive van. When the jetter is on the back axle, it makes it very light on the front end. Now, I tried all the usual stuff, wedging stuff under the wheels and all that, and it wasn't having none of it. So, the boss has just brought a new pickup, so let's make some use of it. We started it off here. It just wants to go that way. Good driver was just parked in here. That's where I parked. That's exactly where I parked. So I eventually got out, so I'm going to drive up the road and try and turn around at the top because I don't fancy reversing back down that hill. So that's me done for the day, so I'm going to head home, and then we're going to move on to the next day where we both happen to be working at the hospital when another job come in. Okay, so what we got here is a flooding gully that is connected to some sort of macerator. So we're going to get the covers up and see what's going on.
I feel like this is a drain, this one.
I feel like they're all a drain.
Oh, it is. Take it back. Goes the opposite way to what I thought then. What's this?
Number 6.
Cool.
No, that is a duct. Oh, doesn't this somehow go down the back of... It don't come into here and turn.
No, I'll get right on.
Because there's drains down the back of there, isn't there, somewhere? And go through here somewhere and there's a manhole. There.
joker. What's that gully? I wonder if it's cleared itself. Look at the mess on the benching.
Oh, they have been messing about this today. They told me. Did you see all these little plastic tabs?
Mm.
What are you thinking, Jet, of that? I hope that's it. It's got to be it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't attached.
Yeah, brilliant.
We'll edit that bit out.
So yeah, apparently they've got very brittle waste pipes. But what we're going to do is jet up from here towards that gully and hopefully we can clear it that way.
It's got a centre in it. Probably move that, but.
Check the blockage, up there, name blockage.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, because
on.
the main line is blocked. They've cleared the blockage, haven't they? Name blockage.
Do you reckon?
Yeah,
One on.
the main line is blocked, surely, for it to.
How much time is wrong?
Oh, whatever.
Don't need a lot, does that?
So let's put a bit of water down the gully.
Oh, at least one in there. Look, this is good, right? Thank you, Bosch. Set it down, stick it back on. I reckon it was off, but now it's not on the wall. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so we're going to wash this bit down best we can, splash a bit of disinfectant down, and we're going to speak to their on-site plumber and get him to replace that broken bit of pipe going into the gully. So, another day done. Now, if you stay with me, we're going to be going back to the hospital tomorrow, where we're going to be doing some root cutting, ready to put a patch liner in. Okay, so the blue airline on the bottom left hand corner is a patch that I've currently got in. Now, I've not filmed that one, it wasn't particularly interesting. But downstream from here, although the maintenance team clear it themselves, there is a blockage that keeps happening on this line. Now, we've cameraed it and we've found a massive roots there. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut that out, and then we are going to put a patch liner in to stop it growing back in. So this is the section of pipe that's a bit squashed in, very fractured, and there's a big clump of roots there. So what we're going to do is put a patch liner in, and hopefully we can restore a bit more of that flow and make it a bit better for them. Now, there's not a lot I can do with the fact the pipe's squashed in, other than dig it, which is easier said than done here. So they've gone for going with a patch liner, and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to make a start by using the spinning jet to start with and see if that makes a difference on the roots. Now, as you can see next to this drain, there is a lovely big train, which is probably the cause of where the roots have come from. Now, I like this jet just because of the sound it makes. Now, I was being a bit careful on this one because I didn't want to make those fractures any worse, so I kept stopping and sticking the camera back down and seeing if we were getting anywhere. So let's take a look. But as you can probably make out, the roots are still there. They're a bit cleaner, but they are still there. So I pulled the jet back to the point where the roots are and stuck the jetter back on again. Right, so I've turned the jetter off again, so let's take another look. But no, our roots are still there. But once again, the roots are still there. I think they're a bit smaller than they were to start with, but they're still there. So this is the perfect example where a change of jet can make all the difference. So let's put the Warthog in instead of the spinner, because I think these roots are a bit too much for our little spinner. Now, a Warthog jet is still a spinner, but it's got 2 on the back and 1 on the front, and they are designed for root cutting and descaling. Now, I had a little look at the camera and the roots are still there, so I'm going to put the jet on and I'm going to put a little bit more pressure on it. And as you can see on the camera, it's definitely started to break those roots apart. There's still a bit of root cutting left to do here, but looks like we're getting somewhere this time. So, I think that's the best we're going to get it. We've cut most of the root out, but without putting too much pressure on it and damaging that pipe, I don't think we're going to get any more out. So what we're going to do is put a patch straight over that last little bit that's left, and that should seal it in there and there shouldn't be no other issues. So what I think I'm going to do at this point is leave this video here, and on Monday you'll be able to see us put this patch liner in. So if you want to see that happen, come back and check out the next video. Once again, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you could leave a comment, that'd be great. I like replying back to them. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm trying to get this channel as big as possible. Every single one of you counts. And if you really want to, become a member. You can see, I think I've got about 3 videos up at the moment that you can see that are upcoming that aren't currently available to everyone. And yeah, not saying you have to, but if you want to, feel free to. But once again, thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.
Please like and subscribe and leave a comment.